What's up, guys? This is Eddie, owner of Metroflex, and I wanted to do something a little different today with our video. Oftentimes I'm approached by people and asked about them wanting to open a gym of their own, which I think is awesome. I think that if owning a gym is a dream of yours, you should certainly go after it. Regardless of what your dream is, you should always go after your dreams. But that said, a lot of people kind of approach this, I think, just a bit naive to what it takes to go into owning and operating a gym. And maybe we'll do a whole separate video on like the startup costs of a gym like this versus even other gyms that I've opened in the past. This one in particular is kind of a different animal. But I wanted to at least go over the monthly operational expenses of a gym like this. And as you can see, we're in a pretty large facility. We've been, the gym itself, like the brand, has been around for quite some time now. We opened the original Long Beach location on May 28th, 2011. So we've been here, and then we moved here in 2021. But we've been here doing this thing for quite some time, and the bills have become pretty consistent. And I wanted to kind of go over the operational expenses of a gym like this. So I've written out a list of this stuff. Otherwise, I just have a stack of receipts and just complete clutter. So this is a little easier, my cheat sheet notes. But I wanted to go over expense by expense, and let's tally it up and see what operating a gym like this is. Again, this is a 33,000 square foot facility. It's in a commercial shopping center. It's not an industrial building like the original location. But yeah, besides that, it's your typical 4 walls and a roof with a little AC, and which we hardly use, but you'll see why in a minute. But here, this is basically what entails. So we start with the mortgage. I bought this building before I moved into it, and thank God for that. My rent, funny enough, was just about the same cost as this at the old spot. But here I have a mortgage of $16,000 a month. That doesn't include property tax or insurance. We'll get to that. So $16,000 for the mortgage. The electric bill. In the winter, it's usually around $3,000. In the summer, it can get up to $6,000. Why? Because of the AC. And again, we don't run it too often, but even a little bit of just a little bit of use can really spike up the bill. So we try to be smart about it, and I just put an average of $4,500 a month, because 6 months it's $3,000, and 6 months it's like $6,000. Phone and internet, we got about $380 a month. $200 to AT&T and $180 to Frontier for their fiber optic internet. Water and trash, $1,200 per month. It's a lot of water to be flushing the toilets all day, showers all day, people washing their hands, filling up mop buckets, the whole thing. So now we got insurance. We have 2 different insurances to pay. The building insurance, which is $13,500 a year, which averages to about $1,125 a month. And we have liability insurance in case someone falls and breaks their neck. That's $14,700 a year, $1,225 a month. We have property management here. Again, we're in a shopping center. So if somebody dumps garbage in the parking lot, if we're gonna have to maintain the front area, the fascia of the gym, property management basically adds up to about $2,500 a month. And that doesn't include big jobs such as repaving the entire parking lot. That is an additional expense. But general maintenance, trimming the bushes and the grass, and fixing the lights, et cetera, property management, $2,500 a month. My property tax here is $36,000 a year. So divide that by 12, I'm paying $3,000 a month in property tax. That's for you, Gavin. Bug spray, so we don't like those nasty Long Beach water cockroaches that are everywhere. And so I pay $120 a month to have pest control here and spraying and making sure there's no spiders and cockroaches and bugs in our gym. Legal is a tricky one because legal really kind of comes and goes. Like if you need legal, usually it comes on hard and you're doing a lot of legal stuff. And if you don't need legal, then you don't have any expense there. But on average, I fill about a $6,000 retainer once a year. So $500 a month on legal. And that's just, asking the attorney certain questions or having them write a document for me or send a letter or whatever. There's little legal stuff even in running a gym. Accounting. I have a bookkeeper who I basically collect all my receipts, categorize them by week in the month, and then send her over like August, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. September, weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. So $200 a month is the cost for that level of accounting for me, just bookkeeping. She then sends it to a CPA who's a little bit different. The CPA basically works the same way the attorney would. I fill a retainer. It's approximately $6,000 a year, files my taxes, does all that stuff, $500 a month. Let's get to staff. So, I have 4 front desk employees whom I pay approximately the same amount, $400 per week. So that's $1,600. 400 times 4, $1,600 a week. So that averages out to about $7,000 a month. I also have 2 people to help me with my social media. Each of those guys get paid $1,000 a month. So that's $2,000 a month, two guys. And then I have 2 different categories for cleaning. I have people that clean in the gym and people that clean in the restrooms and the kitchen area. The restroom kitchen area is cleaned 6 days a week. Sundays they have off. And then the gym is cleaned about once or twice a week. That kind of varies, but something's always addressed at least once a week. The gym MMA area cleaning is about $1,200 a month, and the bathrooms is about $1,500 a month. Cleaning supplies, and we use a lot of cleaning supplies in here, is about $2,000 a month. And at first I was like, that can't be right. But I added it up again and sure is. Between the soap, the toilet paper, the paper towels, the seat covers, hand sanitizer, bleach, detergent, there's just so much that goes into the cleaning expenses in here. And a lot of that stuff is purchased through a cleaning supply company, or also we go to Costco and or Amazon. So Costco is usually 2 $500 visits a month. That's $1,000 a month. Amazon is about $500 a month, and that's just like random, like a bottle of Windex here, some extra rags, a sponge, whatever. So between Costco and Amazon, we got $1,500 total. Next up, we have the client management software, point of sale system, and if you run a business, you're probably familiar with whoever does your batching terminal. A lot of times it's First Data or TransFirst. So the client management software I use is called MindBody. It's $250 a month. It's software that I don't necessarily utilize in its full capacity, but it's something I started with, and it's so much easier just to use a software I'm familiar with than to keep teaching staff new software. So we're on MindBody, $250 a month. My batching terminal varies because it's relative to how much credit card processing I do daily and monthly, but it usually averages to about $2,000 a month. So between the two, I have $1,250 a month. Repairs. So again, this is another one that kind of comes and goes. It seems like everything breaks all at once, and then we go months without too much breaking. But we average approximately $1,500 a month on repairs. I have a guy come out here about once a week and just address things, and his average charge is about $400 a visit between materials and labor and whatnot. So $1,500 a month. And new equipment is another one where, like, if I see great equipment, I will buy it, and we're kind of at capacity. So if I don't see anything to buy, I don't need to buy any new equipment. But with that said, I always find something to get for this gym. I put down here, 2 small machines at $800 a piece, or 1 large machine at $1,600 a piece. So either way, it's gonna be $1,600 a month. I think that's about right. Especially in the last few years when we moved the gym into the larger building, I had some extra space to play with, so I was getting a lot of equipment. Only recently did I kind of slow down. Even though I have half a gym coming in a truck basically at the end of the month, but well, that doesn't count. All right, online, I got some random stuff. Web page, Shopify, Google Docs. I pay for extra storage, $200 a month, no big deal. Home Depot, and also building maintenance. So like Ring cameras or light bulbs, or I don't know, got to get a padlock and some other stuff. There's a little bit of maintenance to the building, because again, I own the building. So that's $800 a month. So all that, I know there's stuff I'm kind of forgetting, but this is pretty much off the top of my head, and I'd say I'm pretty close to almost all my expenses, but there's definitely some other stuff. So if you want to say miscellaneous, $1,000, you wouldn't be too far off. But if you don't want to say that, I don't know, maybe 500 bucks, whatever. You decide. Now, that is all just running the gym. That's not my personal, any sort of my personal expenses. And I don't really necessarily want to get into that too much, but this is how I feed myself and my family. I'm a single member LLC. I started this gym, I run it by myself. It's just me, myself, and I as far as ownership. It takes a lot to run this place, and it takes a lot to survive out here in Los Angeles. And I just thought it would be eye-opening to show people this isn't necessarily, I'm not like balling by any means. I am running a successful gym, but every day is a battle, and there's always room for improvement, and that's what I strive for, is to increase, my overall monthly income, and at the same time still provide the best gym in California as far as I'm concerned. I want to, make my kids proud of their dad with the venture that I went out to do, and I want to serve the Long Beach community and make people healthier and happier, especially around the barbell. I want to, reignite people's love for gym culture and supporting each other, and that's really what this is a health club. But there's a lot that goes into making this health club perform and, serve the people. So I thought maybe that would be a nice little insight into what goes on at my desk upstairs. And if you're thinking about opening a gym of your own, maybe some numbers to think about that, get swept under the rug once in a while. Besides that, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Metroflex, and I'll see you in the next video. Over and out.